This is Goku-san, DBZ, and welcome back to Top 5 Fighters, which will be exclusive list of course, Top 5s. And this one will be the Top 5 Tekken games. Now, my personal opinions of the Top 5 best Tekken games. Honorable mentions first. For the original PlayStation, the original Tekken. For PS3 and 360, Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Also, for PSP, PS3, and 360, Tekken 6. With that said, coming in at number 5, released for the original PlayStation at around 1990, I believe it was 1996 when it was released, at least here in America anyways. And this would really help set forward the franchise as a whole. And that would be, coming in number 5, Tekken 2. Tekken 2 really showed they took everything from the first Tekken and improved on it. Like the in-game mechanics though, it wouldn't get better until the next game really. But it would start the progression and have a little bit better storylines and characters. And of course we would see in the first one, the big baddie would be Heihachi Mishima. And the second one would be Kazuya Mishima. And as soon as you think you have him beat, you face his ultimate form, Devil, which proved to be a true worthy boss, and a heck of a challenge with that stupid beam. But this game really is what helped build the franchise to what it would become, thanks to Tekken 2. Coming in at number 4. Coincidentally has 4 in its name. Coming in number 4 for the PlayStation 2 exclusively. Coming in number 2 is... Well, coming in number 4 is Tekken 4. Tekken 4 is in my top 5 favorite Tekken games. One, I feel it's maybe possibly the most underrated game in the franchise as a whole. Why more people don't show respect to Tekken 4, I am not quite sure. I've done, of course, as you know by now, a few playthroughs, and hopefully in the future a few more playthroughs of Tekken 4. I like it because it's not as much involved supernatural. It's ending cinematic clip, you do see Devil, but you don't actually face any really superhuman entities in this game. It has a lot of new characters, like we would introduce new fan favorites like Christine Monteiro, which of course obviously is the granddaughter of the man who would teach Caballero style to, of course, Eddie Gordo. You would also see the introduction of a robot in the place of Mokujin called Kumbot. We would see a mysterious character like Violet, which come to find out was Lei Chulong. But Lee is an awesome character, and I'm glad they brought him back. I love him in that violet costume, is awesome. Just love that purple suit. But it's a fun stage. I like having more interactive stages where you could hit people up against the walls and things. This would be the first Tekken game that would actually allow that. And would really help the evolution forward for the franchise as a whole. Game mechanics were definitely very good in Tekken 4. Why it doesn't get more respect, I'm not quite sure. Funny thing is, even though a lot of people today don't really regard Tekken 4 as a really good, as good as some of the other Tekken games, yet the game itself actually sold between 3 and 4 million copies, so it certainly was not a failure in any case. But it's a Tekken game, that's why. Coming in at number 3. It would have an alternate version released on the PSP called Tekken Dark Resurrection. And the main one, of course, exclusively to the PS2. That game would go by the title Tekken 5. Comes in number 3. Tekken 5 is hands down to this day one of the best-selling Tekken games in the franchise. And it definitely, content-wise, had probably the most content of any of the Tekken games ever released. You had Tekken, of course, the main game, which had quite an impressive roster when you unlock everyone. Like around 32 or 33 characters, so a pretty good sized roster. We had a new who would become a feared and an OP boss. But we become highly regarded as one of the better bosses in the series. And that would be the father to Heihachi Mishima and grandfather to Kazuya. That would be Jinpachi Mishima would become the new big baddie in this game. And would have one heck of a devil form, shooting fireballs out of his stomach, which is ridiculous. But he's a good challenge, I will give him that. He's definitely one of the toughest Tekken bosses. He's not as insanely OP as, say, I don't know, the boss from Tekken 6, Azrael. But yeah, nevertheless, Jinpachi is definitely insanely strong and powerful. And I, frankly, look forward to the future of the Tekken series. Tekken 5 definitely was a milestone for the franchise as a whole, as well as in success, given it sold between an estimated 5 to 6 million copies, making it one of the best-selling games on the PS2, besides definitely probably the second, if not the best, well, probably second best selling fighting game of that generation. Next is Soul Calibur 2. Coming in at number 2, for the original PlayStation, this really would be the bench press or landmark of the franchise as a whole. And that is, of course, the great Tekken 3. Hands down, comes in at number 2. Tekken 3 is still highly regarded today as the greatest Tekken game in the franchise as a whole. I'm not going to argue, it's definitely the best of the PS1 era, best fighting game period of that console. And it really was a milestone for the franchise as a whole. It would really push the Tekken franchise to the forefront. Though Tekken 1 did mildly okay in America, Tekken 2 probably did between 2 and 3 times the sales of Tekken 1. But Tekken 3 would do insane sales in the West. Tekken 3 would end up selling close to 7 million copies on the PS1, or PSX rather. But hands down is the best-selling fighting game on the original PlayStation, and the best seller of the Tekken franchise. But, to be fair, it highly deserves it. It would introduce an awesome new mode, which actually would continue on in Tekken 4, and that being Tekken Force Mode, which is sort of a classic feel back to the classic beat-em-ups of the early and mid-90s. And they would do a good job. Now, there would be one special character you could only lock through beating the whole Tekken Force Mode, that being Dr. B. Also, you would have an incredible mode that was exclusive only to Tekken 3. I wish they would bring back in future Tekken game. And that being the always awesome and epic Tekken Ball mode. It is such a fun game, and you would unlock a special character called Gun, which of course is from the Gun manga series, which was awesome, a little dinosaur. And yeah, talk about easy to beat people. Most normal attacks would not work on Gun. Sort of similar to, say, Yoda in Soul Calibur 4. But, nevertheless, it deserves the respect it gets. Coming, and we would see the awesome debut of course, Jin Kazuma, as well as many other soon-to-be fan favorites like Guam or Hurang or however they want to say it in every Tekken game. We would see, of course, also another new character, only in this and one other game, Forest Law, the son of martial law. Now, with that said, number 1. Originally released on the PlayStation 2 exclusively, and then we get a HD re-release, including as a bundle with it, Tekken Blood Vengeance, the movie. And you guessed it, the original Tekken Tag Tournament comes in number 1, slash Tekken Hybrid. Tekken Tag Tournament is just such an incredible game. It is easily probably my second favorite 3D fighter of all time, and yeah, hands down my favorite Tekken game of all time. This game is fun. Why do I love it so much? You get to face or fight against or play with, you've got Heihachi, you've got Kazuya, you've got Devil, you've got Ogre, True Ogre. Many cool different possible combinations with those tag teams. You also had a very interesting and awesome boss in Unknown with that weird wolf creature. And it's weird, you can only change moves when you switch out people and stuff when you play with Unknown, but in the actual game, she could change movesets like every 10 or 15 seconds, which is insane to think about, and she had double life bar. She had the life bar of 2 people, but that was only right since it's a tag game, and she's exclusively 1. But she is an awesome character, and we would find out more about this character in Tekken Tag Tournament 2. But even though Tekken 2 is really good, I still feel Tekken 1 is far superior and the best Tekken game of all time. And my second favorite, probably 3D fighter of all time, and my second favorite Bandai Namco fighting game of all time. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed this list of top 5 best Tekken games. And I did a previous one, top 5 best Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat games. Probably in the next week or 2, I'll be doing another top 5 fighters list. The next one is going to be top 5 fighting game intros or openings. So, I'll be curious to see what some of yours are, and tell me, what are your favorite Tekken games in the franchise as a whole? And I feel it was only right I did this with the upcoming release in June of Tekken 7, Fated Retribution, which I can't wait for. But with that said, this is Goku-san DBZ, signing out, and I'll see y'all next time here in YouTube land. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel. Please thumbs up this video, like, also subscribe, share this video if you like it, and I'll see y'all next time, and tell me what future top 5 fighting lists would you like me to see me do. But, well, we'll see soon enough, and I'll see you all again soon enough for a future upcoming comic book review, if not 2 more comic book reviews I'm planning on trying to work over the next day or 2.